Okay, very good.
Good afternoon, everyone. We'll call this meeting to order. This is the Finance and Government Operations Committee of the City Council. All committee members are present today via Zoom. Good afternoon, everyone. We'll call this meeting. Oh, sorry about that. This is a remote or online meeting where all participants will be on a video or audio conference. We are holding this meeting remotely so that everyone can participate safely while we are conducting business under a public health emergency. We appreciate your patience as this FGO committee meeting is conducted this way. Members of the public will be able to speak to the committee if they have signed up per public comment, and this afternoon, we do not have anyone signed up for public comment. So we'll go ahead and let's see, I'm skipping down through all of the public comment paragraphs. Don't need to discuss the rules. So first on our agenda is item A. This is EC 152, transmitting the year-end status report on fiscal year 20 objectives. I'm going to move a receipt be noted. Do I have a second from anyone? Committee members. I have a second from Councilor Sena. Thank you for that second. Councilors, do you have any questions for the staff or the administration on EC 152? Seeing none, we'll go ahead and take a roll call vote. Ms. Hinojos? Yeah, she's on.
Councilor Bassan.
Yes.
Councilor Davis.
Yes.
Councilor Pena.
Yes.
Councilor Sena.
Yes.
Councilor Gibson.
Yes.
Passes unanimously.
Thank you. All right, going to our next item. This is item EC 165. This is authorizes the supplemental agreement for assertive community treatment, ACT, the IT services through December 31st, 2020, and adding $24,000 to the contract for a total of now $124,000. I'll move approval. If I have a second, raise your. Okay, there's a Councilor Pena, thank you.
Davis.
And Councilor Davis, we got two, so thank you. Councilors, do we have any questions? Any questions or comments on this contract? Okay. We'll go ahead and do a roll call vote then, if you would, please.
Councilor Bassan.
Yes.
Councilor Davis.
Yes.
Councilor Pena.
Yes.
Councilor Sena.
Yes.
Councilor Gibson.
Yes.
Passes unanimously.
Thank you. And item C is EC 166, authorizing the supplemental agreement for the treatment provider network, TPN IT services, also through December 31st, 2020, and adding $24,000 to the contract for a total of $124,000. I'll move approval. Is there a second? Thank you, Councilor Pena, for the second. Any questions for staff or administration? Actually, I have one. So I thought I saw Director Pierce here. I think this is for Pierce.
Hi, Chairwoman Gibson. We've got Carol Pierce. We're going to get her really quick, so she'll be here in a second.
Oh, okay. Thank
Okay.
you. So, I guess I should wait until she gets here before I ask her.
She's here right now.
Hello, Director. Thank you. I just have a real quick question about the two ECs, 165 and 166. They
Yes.
both appear to be benefiting the ACT. And I just want to find, I guess my question is if they are just, if both of these contracts are of IT in nature. One of them looked like it referenced a database.
Yes.
And I didn't, whether it was database management or updating the software or.
Yes. Counselor Gibson, can you hear me? Oh, yes, they can hear me. So, Counselor Gibson, you're exactly right. On those two pieces of legislation, it does relate to IT, which is why the amount we're asking to increase those contracts is exactly the same amount. We have switched our IT database, which looks at the qualifications and everything, and the same database contractor works with both of those contracts, the ACT as well as the treatment provider network. So you're absolutely right. It's all about an IT or database piece.
Okay, so they're doing more than updates then, right? Are they managing the database or working in some capacity like that?
Counselor Gibson, yes, thank you. So what this is, we've got people that actually provide the service, and then we've got the database that we need to track, that use to track for the outcomes to manage those programs, and that's what this is referring to.
Okay, thank you, Director.
Thank
If
you.
there are no other questions or comments, and I don't see any, we'll go ahead and move for a vote then. Ms. Enohos?
Counselor Bassan,
Yes.
Counselor Davis,
Yes.
Counselor Pena,
Yes.
Counselor Sena,
Yes.
Counselor Gibson.
Yes.
That passes unanimously.
Thank you. And moving on now to item D, which is EC 167, the mayor's recommendation of award to Corvell Corporation for workers' compensation cost containment service medical bill review. I'll go ahead and move approval on that. Is there a second? Thank you. I saw Davis for so. Thank you, Counselor Davis, for that second. Any questions for the administration? And seeing none, we'll go ahead and go to a roll call vote, please.
Counselor Bassan,
Yes.
Counselor Davis,
Yes.
Counselor Pena,
Yes.
Counselor Sena,
Yes.
Counselor Gibson.
Yes.
Yes,
That passes unanimously.
thank you. All right, next one is EC 174, approval of the second supplemental agreement with Windfire Production Services. I'll move approval. Is there a second? There's a second from Counselor Pena. Thank you very much. See, any questions or concerns, comments for staff or administration? Seeing none, we'll go ahead and go for a roll call vote, please.
Counselor Bassan,
Yes.
Counselor Davis,
Yes.
Counselor Pena,
Yes.
Counselor Sena,
Yes.
Counselor Gibson.
Yes.
That passes unanimously.
Thank you. And now, so that's the communications. Moving then to agenda item F, which is R107. This is making findings in connection with the resolution of Wenrock Town Center Tax Increment Development District 1, authorizing the issuance and sale of subordinate lien tax increment bonds, ratifying and approving the issuance and sale of the Winrock Town Center Tax Increment Development District Number 1 Subordinate Lien Gross Receipts Tax Increment Bonds, comma, Series 20, authorizing amendments to the operations agreement and the construction agreement previously entered into by the city with respect to such district, and repealing City Council Enactment Number R 2020-013. I'll move it do pass. We do have an amendment, which is in the iPads. Counselor Pena, was that your second? Thank you, Counselor. So there's a motion and a second for a do pass on this resolution. We'll go ahead, let's go ahead and move the amendment, then we'll see if there are any questions or comments. The amendment, I'll go ahead and read it into the record, but it, as I say, it does appear in our iPads. This is committee amendment number 1 to R 20-107. On page 1, line 13, strike the term R dash blank and replace with R dash 20-7. On number 2, on line, I'm sorry, on page 20, line 15, strike the term R dash blank and replace with R dash 20-7. And on page 11, line 17, R dash blank should be stricken and then replaced with R dash 20-7. And the explanation for this is that the amendment corrects the reference for the previous resolution, R dash 20-7, that was approved by City Council in February 2020 for the district's senior lien and senior lien refunding bonds. That resolution is repealed by this resolution. So I'll move approval of the amendment. Is there a second? Councilor Bassan, thank you for the second. Let's go ahead and take a roll call vote.
Counselor Busan,
Yes.
Counselor Davis,
Yes.
Counselor Pena,
Yes.
Counselor Sena,
Yes.
Counselor Gibson.
Yes.
Yes,
Passes unanimously.
thank you. All right, then, we're back on the bill. Counselors, do you have any questions or concerns on this? I think that Counselor Sena, did you get a chance to talk with the bond attorney earlier today?
Yes, Counselor Gibson, I was able to, and I had almost all of my questions answered. Thank you. Or question, yeah.
All right. Anything else from the committee members? All right, seeing none, let's go ahead and take a roll call vote, please.
Counselor Busan,
Yes.
Counselor Davis,
Yes.
Counselor Pena,
Yes.
Counselor Sena,
Yes.
Counselor Gibson.
Yes,
Yes.
That passes unanimously.
thank you. Okay, so we'll move on now to agenda item
Madam
G.
Chair?
Yes, I'm sorry, Jill? Ms. Sweeney?
Yes, Madam Chair. Was this item to be considered for immediate action?
Yes, thank you. Thank you for stopping me. So we do need a immediate action on this. I'll move for immediate action. Do I have a second, please? Counselor Bassan, thank you very much. Could we go ahead and take a vote, please?
Counselor Busan,
Yes.
Counselor Davis, Counselor Davis,
Yes.
Counselor Pena,
Yes.
Counselor Sena,
Yes.
Counselor Gibson.
Yes.
Yes,
That passes unanimously.
very good. Thank you, counselors. Moving on now to agenda item G, which is R-2. I'm going to go ahead and move this for Counselor Benton. R-2 is a nuisance substandard dwelling or structure in need of abatement at 1623 Central Avenue Northwest, 87104, within the city limits of Albuquerque, New Mexico, is so ruined, damaged, and dilapidated as to be a menace to the public comfort, health, peace, or safety, and that it is to be required to be removed. I'll move a do pass. Do we have a second? Thank you, Counselor Davis. Counselors, any questions on this property on Central, 1623 Central Northwest? Counselor Bassan.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'm wondering if we can get an update and what Councilor Benton is hoping to do with this property, being that we have put some time on it so that we can see how the progress is going.
Okay.
Madam
Director,
Chair,
could you-
yes, ma'am, I apologize. Sorry for the interruption. It's Brennan Williams with the City Planning Department. Madam Chair, Councilor Bassan, the Code Enforcement Division has recently learned that this property officially changed hands just a couple weeks ago. The new owner, Mr. Remby, is a local successful developer here in town. He's informed Code Enforcement that he is exploring his options as it relates to rehabilitating or repairing the building. We are confident, based on Mr. Remby's previous work, that will happen. So we would not be opposed to deferring this matter to allow him some additional time to not only meet with planning staff, but explore those options with his professionals as to how the building will be brought back to a productive use. And I do believe, Madam Chair, he's on the call and should be able to explain further.
Yes, thank you, Director. I did notice that Mr. Remby is with us. Mr. Remby,
Hello,
would you like to address the
Madam Chair.
committee?
Can you hear me, Madam Chair?
Yes, yes, sir. Go ahead, please.
How is everyone doing? I hope you're doing well, but thank you for having me. I'm actually the one that initiated Councilor Benton trying to condemn this property as it's been vacant and kind of full of vagrants for a long time. And it's been that way since 2004, but it's taken this long to finally get control of it. Really excited to work on a plan. I've purchased the property next door as well. Both of these face our Country Club Plaza project. So I literally closed on it 2 weeks ago. I have Mullenheller Architecture working on a plan, and I'm hoping within 4 months I'll have a building permit and we'll be doing something wonderful there.
Okay, great. Any other questions? Any questions from the counselors? Counselor Davis, you had your hand up, please, and we'll go to Counselor Pena.
Thanks. Madam Chair, in light of the new developments, I'd like to make a motion that we defer for 60 days and come back at the FGO committee in that time.
All right. I'll go ahead and second that. Counselor Pena, did you?
That's what I was going to say. So thank you.
Okay. All right, so there's a motion and a second for a 60-day deferral. Can we go, and anyone else want to say anything about this before we move forward? If not, we'll go ahead and have a vote. Thank you.
Counselor Bassan,
Yes.
Counselor Davis,
Yes.
Counselor Pena,
Yes.
Counselor Sena,
Yes.
Counselor Gibson.
Yes.
That passes unanimously.
Okay, thanks. And now, let's see, we are on our last item. This is item HR 105, amending the adopted capital implementation program of the city of Albuquerque by supplementing current appropriations. I'll move a do pass. And we have a second from Counselor Bassan. Thank you for the second. And do we have any questions for the staff or administration? Seeing none, we'll go ahead and take a roll call vote, and I'm gonna try to mute my.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Counselor Bassan,
Yes.
Counselor Davis,
Yes.
Counselor Pena,
Yes.
Counselor Sena,
Yes.
Counselor Gibson.
Yes.
Yes.
That passes unanimously.
Thank you. So this is being the last piece of business on this agenda. We'll go ahead and adjourn this meeting. Thank you. This is a record 24 minutes. Thank you, everybody. Bye.